Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw here in San Juan, Puerto Rico, as we have some great action here for you tonight, including the Viper Randy Orton taking on Logan Paul one-on-one. So why don't we go ahead and get straight into Monday Night Raw, as we're going to kick the night off, everyone, with the World Heavyweight Champion, the best in the world, CM Punk, the Second City Saint, in a feud with his Elimination Chamber challenger Gunther, the Ring General, as the crowd sings his song. Punk is here in San Juan, Puerto Rico for Monday Night Raw. Now, last week on Monday Night Raw, in the main event, Gunther faced Dirty Dominic Mysterio. He took the win, and after the match came CM Punk with an attack from behind, pulled for the steel cage down. Gunther managed to reverse and turn the attack around on Punk, throwing Punk into the steel of the steel cage to end the show. And now tonight, on the Raw before the Elimination Chamber, the best in the world is going to kick the night off. So I'm intrigued to see what CM Punk has to say tonight, live on Monday Night Raw, to kick this show off. WrestleMania season is close. Gunther, the Royal Rumble winner, Punk saying that Gunther's made it crystal clear that he's not going to wait until WrestleMania to get his shot at the title, and that he feels it's necessary for him to come out to the ring and call out Gunther to make their match at the Elimination Chamber official. Calling out Gunther, is he going to get an answer? And it seems as Punk will get an answer, as here comes the Ring General, Gunther, as he makes his way down the aisle and towards the ring. The music gone off. Gunther into the ring. Saying that Punk got it right and that he won't wait until Mania. The belt will be strapped around his waist next week, and will show why he's the Ring General, and why Punk is just a former best in the world, if he ever even was one. Gunther with a short but straight to the point statement, as he is now going to leave the ring and walk back up the ramp. And Punk just left to hold the title up. You heard some boos for Gunther there. As now we take you back to last week's Raw, when the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, Head of Creative, came out to the ring with a microphone in hand to address the WWE Universe. He made statements regarding the Usos and their feud with the Street Profits, and Obafemi, Bron Breakker and Penta for the Intercontinental Championship, announcing that tonight, on Monday Night Raw, the Usos would defend their gold versus the Street Profits in a Tornado Tag Extreme Rules match, while Penta will defend against Bron Breakker and Obafemi in a triple threat match on the Raw after the Elimination Chamber. So a bombshell of an announcement there by the Chief Content Officer Triple H, as now we're going to get into the first match of the night, which is an Elimination Chamber qualifying match between Finn Balor and Chad Gable here tonight. The Usos will defend against the Street Profits in the main event of Monday Night Raw tonight, so that is to come.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190
As the Prince Finn Balor looks to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match this upcoming weekend. There's already 4 men qualified for the match. The last spot will take place on Friday Night SmackDown. The women already have all 6 qualified. That consists of Piper Niven, Charlotte Flair, Roxanne Perez, Nia Jax, Naomi, and the WWE Women's Champion, who is going to defend inside of the Elimination Chamber in Liv Morgan. And on the men's side, currently qualified, you've got John Cena, Sami Zayn, Bronson Reed and LA Knight. And here tonight, either Finn Balor or Chad Gable is going to get added to that lineup of men in the Elimination Chamber. Now, last week, with the help of Seth Rollins, Finn Balor managed to put away Trick Williams in one-on-one action. Trick was attacked during his entrance by Rollins, and after the match, Rollins appeared back at the top of the stage, in which Trick approached him, and a brawl started at the top of the stage, right around where Gable is right now.
And his opponent, representing American-made from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
So that is a feud of its own, as I do believe Trick Williams is scheduled for tonight. I do not believe Seth Rollins is scheduled for tonight though, but Trick Williams is. That will be later tonight when we hear from him. But at this very moment, it's Chad Gable gonna go one-on-one with Finn Balor for the chance to go to the Elimination Chamber matchup. As this matchup gets underway, Finn Balor, Chad Gable, 2 very high-profile wrestlers. And Chad Gable's great with submissions. He resembles very closely to legendary Kurt Angle, who won an Olympic gold medal with a broken neck, by the way. Finn Balor now with a backslide there. Gable gonna kick. Now these two locking up once more. Gable gonna overpower the Prince Finn Balor onto the ropes. And the cheap shot of her right there. The face of Finn. Dirty tactics early on by Chad Gable as he tries to get the upper hand. Now Balor going to turn that around. Now he's got the arm of Gable. An STO now. Finn Balor is a former World Heavyweight Champion. He won the title back at SummerSlam against Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton in a triple threat Extreme Rules match. He then lost the title to CM Punk back at No Mercy. And then he had a rematch for it on the 3rd episode of Season 2 of Universe Mode in Belfast, Northern Ireland, where he lost and CM Punk retained the championship. And at this very moment in time, Finn Balor is trying to find a way to build his momentum back up and maybe claw his way back to a championship opportunity. He is part of the group, the Judgment Day. However, the members at the minute are not really talking to one another. I mean, you might get the very rare Dom and JD interaction, but overall, each one of them seems to be on their own path. I mean, Liv's over on SmackDown as the WWE Women's Champion. Raquel is the Women's World Champion here on Monday Night Raw. I mean, Dominic Mysterio was against Gunther last week. He took an L. We haven't seen JD McDonough in quite a bit of time, I believe. And it's really just the state of the Judgment Day at the minute. As Finn Balor in the corner, eyeing down Chad Gable with the drop kick, sends him into the turnbuckle pad there. As Gable now, small package inside cradle. Finn Balor alert to the situation, able to kick out. But Chad Gable showing exactly why he is dangerous. Balor not going to give up though. Went for a scoop. Gable got behind him. German suplex. Finn Balor folded like an omelette. Now Gable gonna drop the elbow to the face of Finn Balor. And the straps are coming down. Sending Balor into the corner now. Balor able to dodge that. Gable going to turn the tide right back in his favour with the elbows to the jaw. Now got him on the shoulders. What's he thinking? Snake Eyes in the corner. A Snake Eyes by Chad Gable. As he heads to the top, went for the diving headbutt. Moved out of the way with CM Punk. I mean Finn Balor, excuse me. Don't know why I said CM Punk there. But now Gable gets caught with an elbow. And Balor with a sling blade now. And again, back in the corner. Went for the drop kick, got caught this time. As now Chad Gable going to transition into an ankle lock. Got the hold in. Finn Balor able to push him off. Create some space, but Chad Gable's quick back to the attack. Finn going to turn that over. Got him, shoulders down. Count of 2. Chad Gable going to kick out. And he's going to climb back to his feet in the corner now. And Finn sends him face first into the turnbuckle. Gable gets the kick. Irish whip sends Finn into the corner. Scoop and a slam. What a match this has been so far between Chad Gable and Finn Balor as he heads to the top now. Chad Gable with a diving headbutt to Balor. Hook of the leg. As Chad Gable got the job done, and he has an upset here on Raw. Chad Gable qualifies for the Chamber.
Here is your winner, Chad Gable.
I mean, the disrespect here by Gable after the match, acting like it was just like nothing. As we see Roxanne Perez here talking to partner Nia Jax. There was a bit of tension last week during a tag match with Zoe Stark and Tatum Paxley. Roxanne asking Nia if she's actually mad. Nia saying it doesn't matter and to just focus on the Elimination Chamber. Well, Roxanne can't be very happy about that answer. And now for a match, here comes Alexa Bliss.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss, for the past few weeks, has been completely ignoring and no-showing Raquel Rodriguez, who she's going to face at the Elimination Chamber PLE. I think it's been a tactic to get inside of the head of the Women's World Champion. I mean, as I believe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, backstage Alexa Bliss attacked Raquel from behind and then held up the championship afterwards. The week following, Raquel tried to call out Bliss. Alexa no-showed. And then last week, you saw Raquel asking Triple H where Alexa was.
And her opponent from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
During that short time period, Triple H told Raquel that he doesn't know and that he didn't have time for it, as he had an in-ring segment, and that is the segment we showed you just before that Elimination Chamber qualifying match, which was won by Chad Gable, as he adds his name to the already 4 superstars qualified for the Men's Elimination Chamber coming this weekend. And now that final spot will take place over on Friday Night SmackDown, so make sure to tune into that when it comes around. As Lyra Valkyria going to look to face Alexa Bliss here, live in San Juan, Puerto Rico. As Bliss here sweeping the leg, going to take out Lyra Valkyria. Now Bliss is a 5-time champion in the WWE. She hasn't won the championship or any type of championship in Universe mode yet. I mean, Liv Morgan got to the championship via winning the Money in the Bank briefcase back in season 1. She retained the gold at SummerSlam in a rematch versus the woman she beat in Charlotte Flair. Since then, I believe she's beaten Jordan Grace twice. And at the Chamber, she will be defending the championship inside of that steel structure. I mean, another match we have over on SmackDown, it'll be Cody Rhodes taking on Brock Lesnar and Damian Priest. So that's more to be excited for. But Lyra now able to take Bliss down with that spinning back heel kick there. Gonna head to the top rope now with a frog splash from the heavens. But now Bliss gonna catch Lyra, arm drag, sends her across the ring with the right now. Gonna just chop her up there, and a bulldog plants her face first, goes into the cover now, does Bliss. Gonna try and get the win off of that sequence, but Lyra gonna say no. I mean, no doubt one day I'd love to see Lyra win a world championship, but she's got a long road to get there. And what's Raquel's music is playing. Alexa Bliss distracted, looking at the stage, and oh, from behind, but Bliss caught Raquel with a drop toe hold. Raquel gonna fight back, gonna run away now. Raquel Rodriguez's attack backfired as Alexa Bliss saw her at the last second and turned it around, and Raquel just going to retreat as fast as she can to avoid any damage herself. But I imagine that's just added a bit more frustration to the already frustrated Rodriguez. Bliss's head might have connected with the steel steps there. And now Lyra got her up onto the back of her neck. Good grief. Sends Alexa Bliss back into the ring now. Bliss just dragging Lyra all over the place, and now standing on the hair, using it to her advantage to get that maneuver off on Lyra. And they go back into the cover now, but quick kick out by Valkyria. And she's sent into the corner now by Bliss. Jumps over, got a inverted DDT. Lyra to the apron, springboard over the ropes, drops the leg onto the neck. Now Lyra will go into the cover and Bliss powers out. And Lyra's career is hopefully on an upward trajectory from here. I mean, I've got no doubts that she potentially could build momentum in the upcoming months towards WrestleMania. Maybe someone to look out for when we potentially reach Money in the Bank. As Lyra now got the cover on Alexa Bliss, but Bliss going to kick out at 2. And now again Lyra into the cover. Now going to use the ropes, but Bliss kick out at 1. Like I was saying, Lyra is definitely a candidate for the Money in the Bank ladder match. That's not going to come for quite a bit though, so a bit of speculation to wonder there for when we get to that PLE. As Lyra delivers a drop kick there to Bliss, but now her legs are going to turn it around and catch her with a headbutt. Now these two women going to trade blows back and forth in the ring here. Lyra now just throwing the shots of Bliss, giving it all she has. An attempt to get the win here, clothesline. Bliss taken straight off her feet. Lyra now into the cover, and Bliss going to survive at 2 once more. Lyra's got to keep her head in the game here. But she showed a bit of frustration. Bliss going to fight back now. A sequence of rights, again driven face first into the canvas. Bliss maybe going for a Bliss DDT there. Got caught. Now Lyra's got her. Went for a scoop and a slam. Bliss managed to dodge. Irish whip. Sent off the ropes. Drop toe hold. And this is a very competitive match between two women. As Alexa Bliss catching her with the punches, the knee, and then the drop kick. That sets Lyra up for a potential match ending here. Bliss going for the Sister Abigail DDT. Surely that's got to be it. And no, Lyra Valkyria somehow, some way survives. That's a count of 2. And a beautiful tribute to the late great Bray Wyatt there by Alexa Bliss. She did do some work with him in her career. That was his finish of the Sister Abigail. And it's something Bliss uses to honour him. In fact, even her gear is a honour to Bray Wyatt, so it's quite wholesome really. Yes, rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. As Alexa Bliss now on top. Lyra going to claw her way back to her feet in the corner. And now Bliss got her by the tights and the gear and drives her shoulder first into the ring post. Now just using a knee to choke Lyra out in the corner. My goodness. Alexa's not holding back. Sent into the turnbuckle. Caught with an elbow by Lyra now. But Bliss just too quick for her. choke here. STO sends us to the mat. But Lyra fired up. Surge of energy. Got Alexa up. Nightwing by Lyra Valkyria. Is a Nightwing enough? And Lyra able to put away Little Miss Bliss.
Here is your winner, Lyra Valkyria.
With the help of Raquel Rodriguez earlier in the match, maybe just putting off Alexa Bliss, Lyra Valkyria is able to pick up the win over the 5-time women's champion. What a win that is for her, and congratulations to her. As now backstage we see the Viper, Randy Orton, before his match with Logan Paul. As we are ready for more one-on-one action. As here comes Randy Orton. He is ready for this match tonight. He's been wanting to get his hands on Logan Paul for approximately 2 weeks now. And he's finally going to get his chance to do so tonight as he goes one-on-one with the social media megastar in Logan Paul. Highly disliked by fans for a bunch of controversies over the years. And that's Logan Paul when I say that. Randy Orton's a loved veteran.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 280 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, a loved veteran here in the business, had all-time great matches with the likes of John Cena. Arguably one of his greatest rivals, some say the best rival Randy Orton has ever had. Obviously John Cena will compete in the Elimination Chamber match this week. So it's very highly unlikely he and Randy will cross paths come WrestleMania. As tonight Logan Paul is the man in the way of the Viper. Logan Paul is going to have to do his best to dodge the 3 most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment. Those being RKO. As Randy awaits in the middle of the ring for the social media megastar Logan Paul.
And his opponent, representing the Vision from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 220 pounds, Logan Paul.
As you can tell, Logan Paul clearly thinks extremely highly of himself. I personally believe he thinks a bit too highly of himself, for that matter of fact. Definitely needs a humbling experience here by Randy Orton, and if there is someone that can give him a humbling experience, it is a Randy Orton, a CM Punk, a John Cena, a Roman Reigns, a Drew McIntyre. There's just a bunch of listed names. You can probably even just name people earlier like Finn Balor, Chad Gable. All of them could really give a humbling experience to a man like Logan Paul who needs it. And, well, with my personal bias, I would say, I would hope to see Randy Orton give that to Logan Paul here tonight. I mean, this all started about 2 weeks ago, I believe, when Randy Orton was facing Austin Theory one-on-one. And in the middle of the match, Logan Paul came out, attacked Randy Orton with a chair. Can't quite remember if it connected or not. Randy didn't immediately pursue Logan Paul though. It wasn't until last week when Logan Paul faced Bronson Reed one-on-one that after the match, Randy Orton's music started playing, distracted Logan Paul, who was looking up at the stage, which allowed Randy Orton to come from behind through the crowd and attack Logan Paul. That obviously set up this match here tonight, as Randy Orton now, reversal on that Irish whip, got Paul on the apron. What's he thinking? Back suplex by Orton. Onto the hardest part of the ring. Spine first goes Paul. I'm going to stomp out that left arm now. Trying to take out the limb of Paul here, but Logan able to sweep the leg of Randy, taking him out. An Irish whip turnaround once more by Randy, sending Paul across ringside. Alright, got him up. Vertical suplex. And Randy Orton's been in the game for like 20 plus years. There's not many people who could outsmart him or outmaneuver him. Doesn't really matter how good your moveset is. Randy has the brains. Paul now sends Orton into the corner. Scoop and a slam. Now gonna head to the top from the Heaven Swanton bomb by Paul. What a maneuver. But Orton now going to turn that around. And, oh, Randy got him on the ropes. Vintage Orton with the DDT. Randy Orton catching Logan Paul with the DDT. And now possibly thinking RKO, but Logan Paul dodges, but not enough to stop Randy Orton from coming straight back at him. Was able to avoid the 3 most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment momentarily, but possibly not going to be enough to stay away from a loss to the Viper. But for the now, Paul is in control until now. Randy Orton turns it around in the corner, gets caught with the double boot of Paul, who now lifts Orton up on the shoulder. Randy gets down, got him in the arms, on the shoulders, now neck first onto the top rope. Told you about the brains. Randy's got them over Logan Paul, and he's actually pulled out the win there. I mean, I didn't expect him to get it off of that, but fair play to Randy Orton. And I hope that is the humbling that Logan Paul needed, that I was talking about. As Randy Orton just, look at, what's he doing? A steel chair? Randy Orton laying into Logan Paul with the steel chair now. My goodness. Well, now we see Rhea Ripley with her challenger at the Elimination Chamber for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Io Sky, wishing Io good luck for the matchup. That's coming up now. is the co-main event here on Monday Night Raw. You've got Asuka of the Kabuki Warriors taking on a returning Stephanie Vaquer here tonight.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Kabuki Warriors from Osaka, Japan.
And to recap tonight so far, we kicked the night off with the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, who called out his challenger in Gunther, in which Gunther made a short but serious statement and then walked out of the ring, leaving Punk alone high and dry. Punk took that chance to lift his title high up in the air and I guess just assert his dominance as the champion. Then we cut to a recap of last week with Triple H's announcement regarding the Tag Team Championships and the Intercontinental Championship. And obviously that resulted in tonight's main event being the Usos defending the gold. That is still to come after this match. After that, though, was an Elimination Chamber qualifying match between Balor and Gable. Chad Gable pulled the win there. And you saw Roxanne Perez and Nia Jax have a little confrontation, Nia telling Roxanne to focus on the chamber. Nia telling Roxanne to focus on the chamber. And then after that, you had a match between Alexa Bliss and Lyra Valkyria, in which, with the help of Raquel Rodriguez, sort of, Lyra pulled out the win against the 5-time women's champion. And obviously we just saw Randy Orton beat Logan Paul, attacking with a steel chair after the match. Rhea Ripley then wished Io Sky good luck at the chamber, both women saying that they would win. And right now, in the middle of the ring, we've got Asuka taking on Stephanie Vaquer, who is returning to the ring tonight. Oh, and the referee inadvertently taken out there by the two women. They were just locking up, going to the ropes, accidentally took out the ref, but he is immediately back up. So good recovery time by ref there, as Asuka going to stomp down on the chest of Vaquer there. As now Asuka going to flip out of that. And all going to drag Stephanie down by the hair. Now Vaquer caught Asuka. Vertical suplex there. It was like a snap vertical suplex. As Asuka going to turn that around, trip her up. Roll through. Got it pinned there. Bit of a strange pinning predicament, but Vaquer was ready for it. Driven face first into the mat by Asuka. Asuka is a very talented performer. She's similar to Chad Gable in ways, as in she's very good with submissions. Definitely someone to watch out for when it comes to technicality in the ring. Vaquer's a good high flyer, a good striker, I would say. As, oh, now we've got the Devil's Kiss by Vaquer. The Devil's Kiss to Asuka there. Now off the ropes, leg drop delivered. Asuka sends her over the shoulders. Gonna roll out of the ring now is Vaquer. Gonna get onto the apron, springboard, cross body, completely fluffed it. And now Asuka on the ropes with a drop kick. mean, what a miss that was by Stephanie Vaquer. I can't believe that. Had all the time in the world and messed it up. And now just getting picked apart by the Empress of Tomorrow. Able to turn it around there. As Stephanie now with a bullet train attack in the corner. Headed to the top now. What's on her mind? Spiral tap. But Asuka got the knees up. Irish whip now. Up, got her with a knee. Drops her there. Vaquer back on her feet. Stunned and in a bad way. And now it's Asuka. Got her in a sleeper hold, the Asuka lock. But Vaquer going to be able to break out of it. With an elbow there. And now, eat defeat by Vaquer to Asuka. And now with a springboard cross body that she tried earlier. But this time successfully connects. And now with the rights, gonna herself look to pick apart Asuka. Shades of Cena there, kind of like an STF. Could also say it resembles Nikki Bella's Fearless lock. And now again, Vaquer delivering the Devil's Kiss to Asuka. As now on the other side of the ring with momentum, bullet train attack once more. And now again, maybe thinking spiral tap for a second time. And yes, she does, but again the knees are up. Blocks that right. Got Asuka up. Snake Eyes. Maybe the end of the match there. I mean, a lot of punishment has been taken. And yes, that is the win for Stephanie Vaquer. And Asuka swings and a miss. Vaquer gonna fight back. Asuka falls against the ropes. And a clothesline by Vaquer sends Asuka over. Asuka embarrassing herself at the end of the match. Please subscribe to Tackman12 as we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload from this channel. Now let's go ahead and get back to Monday Night Raw. So back from the break, we now see Trick Williams looking to address last week. And oh! Out of nowhere, in the parking lot, Seth Rollins attacking Trick Williams. Telling him welcome to the big leagues.
The following is a tornado tag team match and is for the World Tag Team Championship.
As you heard from Mike Rome there,
Introducing the champions at a combined weight of 4.
it is now main event time. Here on Monday Night Raw in San Juan, Puerto Rico. As the World Tag Team Champions Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, make their way down the aisle and to the ring. I mean, ever since the start of Season 2 of Universe Mode begun, I would say the Usos and the Street Profits have been on bad terms. They faced one another on the 3rd episode of this season. That's the same episode CM Punk defended the title against Finn Balor. That was probably about 2 months ago by this point. Obviously since then the Usos became the new tag team champions. That's about just over a month ago now. And tonight is their first defense as the tag team champions. As here come their challengers, the Street Profits in Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. To your left, Angelo Dawkins. On your right, Montez Ford.
At a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
As Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins will look to win the tag team gold here tonight against the definitely more experienced Usos. I mean, they are part of the Samoan Fatu family. And ever since their reunion as a tag team, they have been very, very successful. I don't believe they've come across that many losses since they got back together. As there's the gold on the line, the World Tag Team Championships, as in the main event of Raw here tonight. The Street Profits will look to dethrone the Usos in their first title defense. This is a Tornado Tag Team match as well. All four men legal at once, no tags. And we are underway. As there is bad blood between these men and some heat in this ring. As Jay going to look to try and build an early dominance. Big super kick takes out Dawkins. Montez takes out Jimmy. I mean, Angelo Dawkins kind of just took himself out. Jimmy accidentally takes out Jay. And now Angelo Dawkins with an overhead. And tossing Jimmy like he weighs nothing. As Jey Uso, super kick. Open palm slap to the chin. Montez Ford caught by Jay. They're taken down with a pinning predicament. Jimmy catches Angelo Dawkins. Maybe going for a Samoan drop, but going to get caught with the elbows instead. Montez Ford swing and a miss. Jey Uso DDT. As Jimmy going to reverse that and splash Angelo Dawkins. I believe Montez Ford just grabbed the World Championship, and he did. Used it on Jay, tried again, but Uso going to reverse now. And, oh, with a chokehold, going to drag Jay down there. Attempted splash, misses. Uso now tosses him across ringside. Jimmy from the top. What a maneuver. Into the cover now. And Dawkins going to deny the win to the Usos there, and now he's got Jimmy in a pinning predicament. A quick kick out. Now he's going to get double teamed by the Usos. Jimmy. Oh goodness. Well, that couldn't have been good. Jimmy went to the outside there and crashed onto the concrete floor. That's got to do some damage to the spine. Clearing out the tables, Montez Ford, as Jimmy's just going to watch. And now with the steel chair. Oh, but Jimmy's not affected. Jay in the ring. Maybe going to go for a splash, I'm not sure. Jay, diving headbutt, I believe. And Jimmy Uso sent into the ring post. Montez Ford able to break up that cover there by Jay. And catches him with an enziguri kick. Jimmy gets in the ring, gets caught by Ford, and a big leg drop to the back of the neck. Jay caught by Dawkins, kicked in the midsection, big boot. I believe Jay might have gotten busted open, I'm not sure though. Jimmy with a back suplex to Montez Ford. Irish whip now by Dawkins. Jimmy hangs on the ropes, dodges a punch there, and now I believe Jay with the World Tag Team Championships. And Jimmy into the cover on Dawkins in the middle of the ring, kick out at 2. Jay gonna drag Montez Ford down. A very chaotic start to this matchup here. Jimmy back into the cover, Ford again into the ring, gonna break it up. Took a bit longer than expected. Jimmy, Samoan drop. Jay gonna get off his shoulders, goes to the back of the left knee of Angelo Dawkins. Jimmy's got a steel chair to the skull of Montez Ford. Now Ford's going to dodge and a shoulder tackle on the pullback. Jay going to get into the ring, kendo stick in hand. But Montez Ford going to keep fighting. Oh, but Jimmy's caught him with a double super kick to the front and back of the skull. Broken up by Angelo Dawkins, but Jimmy going to catch Dawkins now. To his feet. Jimmy, super kick, open palm. And Jay got Ford in a sleep hold, but Jimmy going to break it up. There's no need to do that, Jimmy. Jay pretty much had him. Why on earth would Jimmy Uso do that to Jay? And that could be a costly moment as Jay is clotheslined to the outside. Ford going to pick up that steel chair again. Jimmy sidestepped that spear there. And now Jay Uso going to hit a spear on Montez Ford. Good grief, what chaos. And now with a steel chair to the skull of Montez Ford's partner, Angelo Dawkins. I cannot comprehend quick enough what I'm seeing here. And Jey Uso with another spear. And Jimmy Uso's got the steel steps. What reason would you need to bring the steel steps over? And Jay's taken out there by Angelo Dawkins, goes into the cover. Can he win the gold? No, Jay gonna get a kick out. Still the champions for the moment, but caught with a spear now is Jay by Dawkins. And Dawkins to the second rope with a double axe handle. As Jimmy there on the outside gets into the ring, able to break up the pinfall. And a super kick knocks Dawkins clean off his feet. Jimmy though, to the top, looking to the outside, but Jimmy again gonna crash to his back on the concrete. Jimmy's gonna need a big rest after tonight. His spine cannot be doing well. It's got to be screaming. Dawkins and Jay both down. And Jimmy clubbed with a steel chair in the skull. Both Usos down, but Jimmy able to dodge Montez Ford there. And able to super kick Angelo Dawkins there, who had the steel steps in hand. Cause him to drop them though. As you just feel that this match is probably coming to its closing ends. As the action is just non-stop and brutal. Oh, Jay gonna duck that as he grabbed the championship, but Montez Ford quick to catch him. No, get back in the ring. Gonna catch Jimmy with a little bit of a combo here. Muhammad Ali type shuffle. Rip to Ali. Died in 2016. As Jey Uso with the right. But now Angelo Dawkins gonna take to Jay. Gonna escape that. Now Jay got Dawkins. Pop up neck breaker. On the attack is Montez Ford. Irish whip off the ropes. Misses the drop kick. Forces Jay into the corner now. Jimmy's somewhere on the outside. Can't quite see him. Jay caught with an elbow by Ford. Springboard drop kick. Ford's down. Jay's in the corner. Jimmy's down on the outside. It's Ford with a clothesline in the corner. The Usos are in a bad way here. Jimmy, they're able to dodge that. Super kick takes out Ford. And another one takes out Montez Ford's partner. Both Profits are down. This could be the end. Jimmy went for a splash, but it misses. Good grief. Jay catches Angelo Dawkins in the back of the head. What I'm seeing is incredible. Jay's caught with a clothesline now. And Jimmy with a super kick to Ford. Jay catches Angelo with the elbow. Spear now into the cover. This could be it. And the Usos retain the world titles.
Here are your winners, and still World Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and main event,
Jimmy and Jay are still your World Tag Team Champions. I thank you for watching Monday Night Raw here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And I will see you all over on Friday Night SmackDown.